that patch right there? All right, going into turn 3, which is that turn right there, looking on your track maps if you have it. That patch is a good visual reference point for you guys to use. Remember that you really want to be just to the left side of that patch, and as you're coming up, there are some cones that block off the area there. So just remember that patch is a good place for you to start thinking about braking. If you're going to downshift, get your downshift in, get your braking done, and downshifting done before you tip the bike into turn 3 here. So let's watch you as he goes to turn 3 here. Coming into turn 4 here, and he entered it. He went in way early. He's in way early. He's in way early. And the problem with that is, with 4 is, when you come in early like that and you're getting on the gas, it pushes you out. So he's going to get pushed way out to the outside of the track. He's not going that fast, so I ought to be able to whip it back in. But normally you want to see these patches here. Another visual point of reference for turn 4 of those patches as well.
Thank you.
All right, so coming down, getting set up for a 5-6 combo here. And there's a seam right here. Notice how it's different. For the first half of the day, I would recommend that you stay to the outside of this seam. And the reason being is it always seeps water on the inside of here. And right in here, you can't see it, but it is nasty. There are some issues with the pavement where there's bumps like this. I'm talking like 6 inches. Coming up like that, and there's bumps and ripples all the way through this whole inside section. And also remember that you're trying to make 5 and 6 combo one big arc, right? So really, if you stay just to the outside of this transition line, it actually puts you in the position to make that one big sweeping arc. And the reason I say just stay to the outside of it is because during the morning, water will seep through there. I've seen a lot of people right here. There's tons of track and bumps and all kinds of stuff going on the inside. When I'm setting up for turn 7 has some camber on the inside of that turn, where it flattens out. So you've got a turn doing this and going uphill, and then you have a flat camber spot right on the curbing. So I like to get way to the outside, brake way late, and then just point it straight up the hill, and I use that camber to get my bike stood up straight, and then I just go straight up that hill. So I like to say the outside of those bumps, you guys try it both ways, see what you like. The issue is, if you stay way to the inside of those bumps, it always tends to make people turn in too early, and then as you're going up the hill, it's pointing them off the track. Because as you go up that hill, the track actually turns a little bit. And then you press the top of the hill, and then it really turns. So if you clip that turn 7 too early, it points you up the hill going off the track instead of straight up the hill like you should be.
That's a fast order, too.
Down, this is actually, he pressed it over the hill. We're on the other side of it, getting ready to turn in. And over here, there's some bad pavement here. Okay, so this is also another surface change in here. And then this is where we were talking about this morning. Right there is bad sand. And then, of course, coming down into the horseshoe, most people don't realize this, right where he's at, right there, is a big bump.
It used to be a pot.
Big bump. So either get to the left-hand side of it or get to the right-hand side of it. I would recommend getting to the right-hand side of it because this is such a long turn. You're slowing yourself down if you're to the outside of it because you're wasting time. You're coming into the horseshoe real wide and you're eating up a bunch of track that you don't need to. The closer you stay in on the horseshoe, that's 6 feet, and he's out here entering, that's 12, that's 18 feet of track that you're going to take out of that turn, staying a little bit more on the inside of it. So he really took that a little bit too wide, but watch what he does right here. All right, he's way. Okay, what's going to happen when he gets ready to crank over and make that left hand? Where's he going to go? Well, yeah, that's right, he's going to go off the freaking track. You got to remember that every set of turns here is a setup to the next set of turns. So if you do not enter those turns correctly, then you're screwing up your drive for the whole next section of the track and all the next section of turns. All right? You get cranked over, get about this far. As you're exiting the horseshoe, you want to be sucked up against the side of it. You want to be over here, right? So your exit should be out here. And you can see where the car rubber is. See, that's the racing line right there. So this guy's way off. You can't But you can see the rest of it right there. And I was looking out today, there's a lot of rubber down cars supposed to be in this weekend or something. All right, so anyways, so the more you hug, the more as you come out of it, you get ready to flip this left over, the quicker you can get on the gas, the quicker you can stand the bike up. It's real slick right here too. You get close to that curb, you're going to get wheels, I guarantee it. So, all right, so he's kind of already messed himself up here. Please understand, turn is one of the highest risk sections of the entire track. It's very slick in there. You really need to have a good.
He actually spins a tire on it.
Well, we'll show them the ties lap here in a second. The more high sides than turn 11 actually anywhere else on the track. So.
Yep. Anybody got traction control? Nobody's on the 78 or
You're getting on the
Yeah,
gas.
so here we go. This is the last left-hander over there getting set up before it comes to the chicane. This turn also has some camber. It's real flat, like the gravity old turn back on 7. It's got an area of camber too, and I like to do that. I go in there really wide, barely touch my brakes, lean my hand to get it stood up as I'm going through that camber section and just barely make that off. Okay. Now, setting up for the chicane is also very, very, very tricky. There's a lot of rubber down the track so you can see where the line is, but watch our heels. All right. Exactly. Exactly. He is way too far inside. What's that going to do to him? He needs to be turning, right? He needs to be turning. You don't want to be going straight through there. As you're coming into the chicane out there, there's tons of rubber. You can see the race line. As you're looking at the track, you can see the race line. You can see the rubber coming in there. You want to be right on that rubber line. So basically what's going to happen, he's going to kill his drive coming through here. The chicane is very, very hard to get down. The entry of the chicane designates your exit of the chicane. And if you can't come in there, if you feel that you need to slow down coming in there, then slow down because you'll gain it on the exit. And I always tell myself, if there's a section of track that I'm slow at, then I'm just going to take that section of track slow. But the chicane is very difficult.
Yeah, this is, you can see them make 2 turns.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. There's the patch. I mean, my wheels literally roll over the track.
And if you're not rolling over the patch when you're getting ready to flip to the right, then you're in the wrong spot. You want to be out over more and coming into this turn, back wheel on the patch, come over, flip it back to the left, and pretty much you're able to get on the throttle all the way up onto the embankment from that point on.
Yeah, watch. This is slow though.
He's pointing himself at this curving.
And see, he's already hosed.
He's already hosed. He should be over here getting ready to crank the bike over to get his drive up out of the chicane.
You had to wait way too late.
Now it's going to put it out here. Look at what, there's a nice little bump over there. Bang. There it is.